welcome back today. Welcome to Occult Month 101. Today's starter demons are the two primaries I work with of the Gotia. I will be going over at least 30 this month or so, maybe 30 or less. We might be less than 30, but still. So, first of all, obviously, you can't go without saying Lucifer, the demon of power, strength, knowledge, love, name it. The very first demon, demon of Adam, you could say. And he was known in the Torah to be deceitful, but he's not as deceitful. He keeps his promises. Yes, but he does that at a cost. If you don't make that cost, he can always use that cost to his advantage. And say, you are now my servant. But sometimes he'll send a spirit its way to gain followers. Just your way. Just to your way. I've heard a report for this happening. And really, it is sad, but that's how it goes. That's how you gain followers sometimes. It's by pure force. If you lose a follower, you gain a follower. That's just how it goes. But if you lose a leader in your own teachings, that is a whole nother story. You're not losing just the teacher. You're losing someone who dedicated himself to you. So that's the basics on Lucifer. So how do you summon Lucifer now? So the most basic summoning ritual I will give you. It's like I posted before. I've shown you what I've used. Is black candles. Do not forget, black candles are the key component to black magic, or summoning demons in general. There are key components, and most demons it will vary. It will vary depending on the ritual. Like I have a new altar per area, the Solomon altar, and yeah, it's how it goes sometimes. So, if you who follow all this, if you think about it, some people follow Lucifer as a deity. Now, I will say Lucifer is not a deity right now. He never really was one. He is considered a fallen angel. Now, his name does mean in light bringer or something like that. Yes, it's a good meaning. But how can you tell if it's a regular angel between a fallen angel between what they were destined? And well, you got Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and there's one more. Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael. Those are the archangels. But then you got Lucifer. The other 4 end with EL. It means God. And Lucifer ends with RE. Now there's a Hebrew word that means that Ra, Run, wrong. If you take it to literal terms, in biblical Hebrew it means bad and evil. So it's referring to sometimes evil, sometimes sin. And so when they say you've done bad, in Hebrew during those times, they're saying you committed a sin. That's just how it was. And there's literally just the linguistics of that, if you think on it, but you can't take all of the names to literal translations of what their original meanings were. Like, yeah, you could be from heaven and be a light bringer, but when you watch The Hazbin Hotel, you hear the quote, say, from a Sephraim, said, do not question me again, or else you'll be like Lucifer, or something like that. Fallen. And you're like, okay, that's a good point there. He is referred to as the fallen angel. I brought up the point was Lucifer right with what he did, yes or no? Oh, you can watch that video in one of my very first teachings, 2 weeks ago, I believe, before my point of view on political stand, which I needed to discuss. So, what is Lucifer's sigil? I do have it written down here somewhere. It's not a very good one. There's ones better than this, but I will show you briefly what it looks like. You can find it all over the internet. It's literally one of the most popular ones. And that's the letter Tau, the holy letter that's used for the Circle of Solomon, which I'll go over in higher ranks. Okay. Yeah, I did a lot of writing on this. Okay. So, now I'll get to another point, Hank, that some people, just to straighten things out, when I was watching The Hazbin Hotel the other day, as I referenced before, I'm the middle column. I work with good and bad. But Adam in The Hazbin Hotel said, you're either bad or you're good. In a way, that's true. Your intentions are either bad or your intentions are either good. There's no way around them. If you want to bring balance to the world, go ahead. You can use black magic to bring balance. Yes, it is possible. It is possible to cast demons out of a person using black magic. It is possible. It is possible to have an exorcism using black magic. Yes, it is possible. But what are your intentions? That's the main key point. That's the add-on for today. Hey, so moving on from Lucifer to our second demon for today, Baal. Now, he is the second demon that I worked with. I had the most problems with him when working with him. Yes, I know it's a little bit complicated. Baal was worshipped by the Canaanites in biblical times. He's a Canaanite demon. Some some people refer to him as Satan, still Lucifer, whatever you like to call him. Satan, I see him as a separate demon on his own. So, really, Baal, or Baal, if you say his real name, he's stubborn because he was worshipped. I'm sure it still goes on today with the sacrifices that he has people perform. I do not doubt it. But one of the risks of summoning him is that you run into the risk of bowing down to him. He is that convincing. He is that powerful. Once again, he is a demon. Now, if you're a dark practitioner, you're like, I can trust demons. It's like, no. You cannot trust every demon. There's sometimes you can trust them, sometimes you can't. You gotta know when you can't. Here is how you know when you can't. It's when they know they're seeking you harm. If they are purposefully harming you mentally, yeah. If you say you want power and they're weakening your mind with possession and all that, that's how they're going to harm you. It's how your mental mind. That's a warning. One of the warnings before you summon Baal is that you do not ever bow down to Baal. Do not say his real name when who aren't talking about him. I'm serious about this. Like, seriously, like, when I said his real name, I usually do not say his real name. I do not say Baal. I do not say Baal. I literally felt his presence right here. I say Baal, and nothing happens. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. And you know, I know some of you can see things through cameras and all that, psychic medium abilities, but there are things that you just don't do with the demon. And for Occult Month, here's what you gotta lay down. The basics. When you summon your first demon, your first one, I would recommend Lucifer. Set your intentions. Now, for Baal, I'll give you a Latin prayer. I will not be writing this down. Or maybe I will. I was not prepared. Of course. Oh wait, I got it written down over here. I got it written down right here. I don't think I have his sigil though, written down over here. I probably won't show you his sigil. I'll probably send it. But he's another one of those ones that you can... Well, he is one of those ones that you can just look up. You'll find it. It's similar to Beelzebub. If you ever worked with Beelzebub, we'll go over Beelzebub at a different time. Here is the invocation prayer. INVISIBILIA SPIRITIBUS in MUNDO OBSECRO te AUDIRE per VERBA mea et INTERCEDITE pro me VOTA. I have to close this right away because Okay, so that's the invocation. That's the one that you can use. If you go to Spells and Demons, you can go to there and learn that one. One of the things I would recommend is casting a circle first when you first summon them. Now, how you cast a circle is that you go around 3 times. Now, you can use the Lesser Banishing in Pentagram. The Pentagram, him casting of a circle, fall just to ensure you are protected. That is one time, but you have to know the names of God. That is the basics of that. So you got A here, Yod Hey Vav Hey. Hey, you got Yod Hey Vav Hey, Adonai, A here, and then Agile. Those are the 4 basics. I messed up the first time. Okay, so Yod Hey Vav Hey, Adonai, Ehye, Agile. Those are the 4 names. The last one representing all 3. My bad, not all 4, all 3. Okay, so yeah. If that were all, I would say, hey, I would end this video off right now. But let's get into descriptions first. Like I said, Lucifer was... We're going back to Lucifer real quick. He was a fallen angel. My assumption is he was an archangel. And archangels are warriors. And they were recorded in the Old Testament and the New Testament, with Gabriel as a messenger, Michael with the flaming sword. I'm assuming he might have been the captain. I don't know. I guess we won't know until the end of time, I guess. Well, of our time, when we are alive. And there's not really much to it. And, like, angels have been described before. It's not like angels have been recorded as human shape. They can be. They have appeared in human shape, but it's not like they've been recorded in human shape before. The closest have been is Gabriel. He's the only one. Other than that, that's about it. Now, and angels are just as terrifying. Well, if not even more terrifying, I'll say. Now, moving on from Lucifer, we're going to Baal. He is said to have 3 heads of 3 different animals of some sort. I think one is of a frog, one of it's of a king, of a human, and then one other I do not remember. But you can find it online all over. But it's a little bit weird. Animals gone to it. It's almost like what you would find in Egypt, kind of sort of thing, and where they would, with their gods, put animal heads on them. But this one has 3 instead of 1. It's a little bit weird. So, yeah. And that's how it goes. Okay. Now, we went over Baal's invocation prayer. We have not gone over Lucifer's invocation prayer because he does not have one exactly. So, I have not given him an exact invocation prayer. I just call on to him, like I would with an angel. So, you figure that out for yourself. Whatever works for you, I found a way that works for me. I have it recorded in here. And I will be sharing starting probably some point next week, the 7 pillars of Satan ritual. I'll share the basics on Sunday of what it's meant for, and then I'll share the first ritual I used it for, and then I'll share the rest later. So stay tuned for next lesson for Occult Month. If you're from the Baal organization, and please get your rank tests in. I want you to have those done. I was brought up in the server, and I hope everyone read it by the head of the server themselves. So that's a big heads up. If you're not a part of it, if you're part of the Salmon organization, if you're not a part of it, please just don't question it. Over there, it's a little bit different, but there's only 5 ranks over there because it's just dark magic. Over here, it's dark and light magic in the Solomon server, but it's a different server over there. Okay. With that said, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for more. And I will see y'all probably next recording tomorrow, which I will get done before lessons. I have to teach kids again. Yay! Okay, stay tuned.